Marriage breakdown is full of uncertainty and upheaval. How do you know you're not going to get someone who may make a difficult situation worse? So who gets to be a mediator? Who trains them and how?
Family mediators are the only regulated sector in mediation. The selection criteria is that they are degree level or have 3 years post-qualifying experience in a related field.
And it's feeling like it's a question of who owns the children, who grants the favours of contact and so on.
It is absolutely not
that's
the
not what you're saying, is it?
Well, you just said, I want to
Once you've been selected to become a mediator, you undertake basic training and you go on to accreditation and become a member of the UK College of Family Mediators, who then regulate your ongoing continuous professional development.
The main qualifications, human qualifications, I think, are an enormous curiosity, an enormous interest and affection for people, a great belief in people's ability to manage their own lives.
Family mediation has been around for a long time, more than 25 years, and that's long enough for the people who do it, the professionals, to know what they're doing.
What keeps me sane is seeing so many people finish a lot happier than they started. People often can't believe that it's going to be able to sort things out for them, and it does. And I say to them, well, you've done the work. I've just helped you along a path, a difficult path, but one that you were quite capable of sorting out.
OK, but I can hear my friends saying, how much will it cost? Isn't it a bit of a gamble? Now that we're trying to make what little we have go further, now that the family is split in two.
Well, usually mediation's at least half the price of litigation, if not a third or a quarter, because people are doing most of the work themselves. Because what you could sort out in 5 minutes round a table discussing it might take several weeks with letters to and from solicitors. We're able to help people talk in a constructive and creative way in a safe and secure environment.
Memorandum. What will happen next is that I will get
So,
all of that.
what do you end up with?
At the end of mediation, after 3, maybe 4 meetings over just a few weeks, we'll have gone through all of the financial situation, we'll have looked at all of the issues that people are concerned about and come up with a series of agreements that we will write up in a document that details all of those agreements and says exactly what they're going to do and how they're going to do it.
I'm not going to be in a bed sit, no.
And summarises the financial information the decisions are based on. And all this can be turned into a legally binding document by their solicitors. And because people have discussed it in such detail, you know, it's their document, you know, they've got ownership.
It's amazing how sometimes even the most intractable dispute can be resolved with the help of skilled mediation. Courts, on the other hand, can only use the powers that the law gives them and the principles that the law gives them. Now, these are very good powers and principles generally, but they're obviously not as flexible and they're not as easy to change as the couple's own agreements. The couple know their family best. They're the experts in what will suit them and what will be best for everyone. The court can only get a snapshot. In fact, the court is really a very blunt instrument to decide some very sensitive and difficult issues.
Well, the Memorandum of Understanding was a result of us considering all the sensible issues. When Will's mum went back to work, it was decided that I should take over part of the childcare. Because I live much nearer now, it was decided that Will wasn't going to have full residency with his mum, and he was going to stay with me on a shared basis. Before, it just didn't seem practical. But now, obviously, our situation's changed, and mediation helped to sort through that.
I stay with my dad on weekends, other weekends, and Mondays and Tuesdays, because Mum works. And I've got my own room at my dad's house.
Mediation is a process that helps separating families focus on moving forward. Our families have experienced the tangible benefits of the mediation process.
I just think mediation was great for our family because it really made me and Jeff focus on Kelly and getting the best solution for her.
I actually get to see my grandma now. Before Mum and Dad sorted everything out, I didn't get to see her at all.
It's been brilliant for us. I mean, if we hadn't gone through mediation, I think we might have been left with a lot of bitterness and you know, loose ends still left dangling. And on a basic level, I wouldn't have been able to come to something like my daughter's birthday.
Thanks to mediation, we started to see the light. Before that, we couldn't agree on who got what. I mean, whether it was the cat or the CD collection. And I'm ashamed to say that Will did get sucked into that a little bit. It was crazy. And the amazing thing was that we ended up making a plan between myself and my ex, and mediation helped us to concentrate on all the practical issues.
Even what looks like the most conflicted situation, the most difficult dispute, can sometimes be resolved by mediation. So it's always worth a try.
For a complete list of family mediators, contact the UK College of Family Mediators on 0117 904 7223 or visit their website at www.ukcfm.co.uk or contact NFM on 0117 904 2825 or www.nfm.u-net.com.